What's up, metalheads? I'm Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and if you've read the title of this video, you already know what it's about. But in case you didn't take the time to read it, these are going to be the my five most favorite knives that are in my collection right now. These are the ones that I love the most, and I'm gonna put them in order from the one I like the most will be number 1, on down to number 5. And the one you're looking at right here is the Kvist Blade Works Variant PE2. This is actually a runner-up. This did not make the top 5, although I'm a big fan of this knife. And this one in particular with the, this is the Urban EDC Supply exclusive with the Sigaha, I think is how you say it, milling. Reverse tucks, beautiful knife, beautiful knife. I cannot wait for the PE3 to come out, which is going to be a frame-lock version of this knife. Should be very interesting. Great action, and what you get for the money with these is very impressive. Whether you're looking at the titanium variants or the micarta variants, they're great knives. But this one did not make the list. This one is a runner-up. So we're going to sit him off to the side here. Number 5, the Spyderco Yojimbo 2. It's my favorite Spyderco knife for sure to date. That may change once I get done building out my Manix 2, but for now, the Yojimbo 2 is my favorite. The compression lock by Spyderco is one of my favorite locks. It's definitely my favorite Spyderco lock. Maybe my favorite lock of all. It's, you know, depends on which day you ask me. But the Yojimbo 2 is such an amazing knife, such good ergonomics. Work great as an EDC knife for day-to-day use. Also is meant to be able to be used for self-defense purposes, and it would serve you well in that for sure. Got a nice hollow grind on the blade. You can get up, tip down, and do all the detail cutting you need. The action is absolutely amazing, whether you like to reverse flick or thumb flick it. It's amazing, and it's just a great knife. And now that I've customized it and put the scales and the clip and everything on it and anodized the clip, it's worth more to me than I could ever get out of it. So, this one will be in my collection forever, I'm sure. So number 5 is the Spyderco, we'll start on this side, Yojimbo 2. All right. Number 4 is going to be the Demco AD20.5. Another one I have customized. All I've done to this knife, though, is put the Purple Haze fat carbon scales on it. I love this knife. It's one of the most fidgety knives out there. If you like to fidget, you can't go wrong with these knives. They're so good. I love the shark lock. I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen any new designs, production models come out with the shark lock yet. I've thought by now we'd at least see one more knife using this locking system, but I guess he's going to milk this one for every dollar he can before he drops a new one. But I'm sure there's going to be more knives coming out with this locking system, and I look forward to those. You got thumb stud action, you got hole action, and then you can just use the shark lock. And just an amazing knife, amazing design. And, again, I think a lot of this, with these first couple, when you put your own touch to it and customize the knives, they become a lot more valuable to you than they are to others. So this is another one that I'm sure I'll have forever. So that is number 4 on the list. That is the Demco AD20.5 with the Purple Haze fat carbon scales. Number 3 on the list, this is one of the newer ones. This is the newest one. This is the Urban EDC Supply exclusive Vox F5.5, which I'm pretty sure is made by Riat. It has absolutely amazing ergonomics. Whether you're normal grip, but especially when you choke up, they put this jimping right up here in the perfect spot for your thumb to land when you're choked up on this knife. The action is second to none. It really is. It's the most buttery smooth, glassy action you're going to feel in the liner lock. It is so good, guys. If you haven't got one of these yet, I highly recommend getting one. They are absolutely amazing. And this variation is currently still, well, it may not be when you see this video, but this denim micarta with acid wash blade and hardware was still in stock a day or so ago at Urban EDC Supply. And it took a year to get these. People pre-ordered these and it took them a year to get them. So who knows when they'll get more. If you've been thinking about getting one and you're on the fence about it, you're not sure how good it is, it's that good and then some. It's absolutely an amazing knife. Love this knife. Yeah, absolutely love it. The Urban EDC F5.5 is number 3. Number 2 on the list was almost number 1, but there's something else that's just surpassed it. It's just surpassed it. Number 2 is the Tactile Knife Co. ROckwall. Made in the USA, of course. So is the Yojimbo, by the way. Thailand, China. The fit and finish on this knife is just absolutely amazing. What they're able to do in the United States makes you really question the other American knife makers, bigger knife makers. What's stopping them from doing similar projects? Hopefully they will catch up with the times and we'll start to see stuff like this out of some of the other brands out there. But this thing, the action is absolutely amazing. The fit and finish is amazing. The sounds it makes on the close and the open are amazing. The detent is perfection on this knife. I mean, absolute perfection. Buttery smooth. Oop, missed it. The attention to detail, even like on the thumb studs, with the milling on the thumb studs. This is the golf ball edition. I believe, if I remember correctly, I ordered this from Knife Joy, but I think you could get the golf ball edition from other places also. It's the best looking one, in my personal opinion. And I love this knife. I really did. Not too long ago, this was number 1 on my list. It really was. This was my go-to. This is the one that, if it wasn't in my pocket, I was like, do I really want to carry this other one? Do I want to grab this? But recently, something has surpassed it, which has knocked the ROckwall down to number 2. Number 1 on the list is another made in the USA knife. And it's shocking me that I've put it number 1 too, but I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop myself. The Benchmade Bugout. This is a knife that I didn't even like not too long ago. I wasn't a fan of the Bugout at all. I thought very poorly of this knife until I got one in hand that had some aftermarket scales on it. And then it kind of changed my perspective on this knife. This knife gets a lot of hate from the community for being overpriced for what it is. And I'm not going to argue with that. But what I will tell you is it's a fantastic knife. And then once you throw in some scales on it, it makes it, it feels like an entirely different knife. I also put a new edge on it and laid it back to 17 degrees, which makes it go through cardboard like it's nobody's business, man. This thing just buzzes through cardboard. Thin blade stock, flat ground with that 17 degree angle. Man, it cuts so good. It's very fidgety also. And with these dark matter scales, I think it looks amazing. I think it feels amazing in hand now. It feels much more sturdy and strong to me, but yet still so lightweight. This is a knife I keep grabbing. I don't know why. It's amazing what throwing a set of scales on a knife does for it. Even though, you know, you look at these other ones, this is the one I keep picking up. I can't stop myself. I don't know why. I pick it up and I'm going to do this. And then I stick it in my pocket and it goes with me. It's the one I carry the most right now, other than when I'm at work. None of these knives I carry at work. I have a different list for work knives. I'll make a different list for that. These are non-work knives. These are knives I don't want to just completely destroy like I do my work knives. So number 1 on the list is the Benchmade Bugout. And in my opinion, it is very deserving of being number 1 on the list. And yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Those are my top 5 in my collection right now. These are the ones I love the most. It was a hard video to make. There's a couple others that I really almost put in there but didn't. These just are the top 5, and who knows, that may change in a few months when I get something else in my collection. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd like to see you comment below your top 5 or even your top 3, top 2 knives in your collection, the ones you like the most. What is your favorite, or just your favorite knife? What's your favorite knife in your collection? Comment below and let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.